Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna.
Hey guys, I'm back again. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenda Nyaribo and you're watching the story of Neph. So for those who've just come in and you haven't subscribed yet, welcome, and I hope that by the end of this video you'll hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, and be part of our squad. And also guys, I'd like to thank you so much to the returning subscribers who have been boosting my videos the past few days. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and may God bless you so much. Don't forget to share and invite your friends to keep liking the videos and supporting. Help me get to 1000 subscribers so that it's all about growing, guys. Okay, so today we're going to do story time with Neph. Well, I'm Neph. So I'm Neph because it's derived from the name Nephael. That's what I've always grown up being called, Nephael, Nephael, Nephael. So when I got to campus, my friends started giving it a short nickname and reduced it to Neph. So today we're going to do story time with Neph. As I eat my lunch, I'm having githeri and avocados, and I'm also going to be doing a skincare routine. As in, for my face, I'm going to do a black charcoal mask because my skin has been acting up lately and I think I just need it. So let's get into it. So guys, I'm in Shags. You might hear my chickens crowing in the background, or whatever chickens do, that sound they make. So guys, this hairstyle may look nice. I had compliments from a couple of people about this hairstyle. It may look nice, but look at what it's doing here. But it's only that side. This other side is okay. But this side, man, I think it's because of how I sleep. But anyway, I don't want the mask to get into my hair, so let me just tie this. I just need to tie this real quick so that the mask here doesn't get into my hair, and also because it's going to dry up and I won't be able to peel it off. Hey, so today I want to talk to you guys about, I want you guys to learn a lesson also from my story. So I've been thinking really hard about what story to give you guys. I have so many stories. I think I should have a segment called Story Time with Neph. This thing is not really applying the mask well the way I wanted. I wanted to start with the mask so that it dries up as I eat and talk. Okay. The way, right now, I'm not seeing anyone, but initially I had gotten to see, to be with a few guys, and there are normally some embarrassing things that someone does that even if the person doesn't talk about you or tell anyone, you remain with the stories in your mind forever, like, because it was so embarrassing. So there was this time I was seeing someone, I think, let me call him Charcoal, since I'm doing the charcoal mask. So I was seeing Charcoal, and we had been happy for a while. But sasa, no, let me give you guys a hint about generally what the story is about, because I'm just going to talk about one thing, the one experience I had with Charcoal. So we had this is in reference to, you see those times that you get past the honeymoon phase of a relationship and then you start now having issues. Hey, so mimi, I was not learned. I didn't know shit about drama and how it doesn't help. So, and if you've ever like embarrassed yourself in them because of anger, then probably you've done this. If you've, let me, what am I even talking about? Yani, there's this day I went and embarrassed myself big time. And honestly, if you ask me what the problem was, right now I can't really remember. My issue was, oh, it was his birthday. And then instead of hanging out with I used to be, I used to like spending maximum time with the person I like. Like I just leave and go and hang out with whoever it is. So it was his birthday. I've done things like created a small surprise, blah blah blah. But we used to have issues back then. So um, it's time for us to sit and like hang out in the evening, because I'm assuming that people have wished him happy birthday and all, like he can come spend time with me. But this dude, guys, I haven't dated many people yet, so I don't have that much experience with relationships per se, but I think whatever I've learned so far is enough to make me stay off people's sons for a while, you know. Because even if you see any one person can make you get fed up, or even two. Some even it takes 10 people for them to get fed up. For me, it just took a few people. Just, not a few means that there was a number. Just few people. I haven't dated much. I haven't even dated a total of 3 people. So anyway, um, Charcoal, instead of coming to hang out with me on the evening of his birthday, because he had issues all week, he decided he doesn't want to see me. He'd rather go hang out with his friends. So when I called him and wished him happy birthday, and I was like, you'll come. I bought some stuff for you. I'd even bought wine. I'm a fan of wine. Yani, if you mean something to me, I buy wine. So I bought charcoal wine and decided tonight we're going to hang out and have fun. We're going to eat, to drink some wine, have some grilled chicken, some cake, you know. But I was still a kid, like, I didn't know how these things work, I guess. So Charcoal tells me, okay, I'll be right there. But then he doesn't come. He goes to play PS4 with his friends, or PS whatever, PS4. So me, I was like, I was trying to call Charcoal all evening, but Charcoal wasn't picking, simply because we had an argument. He wasn't picking my calls, and then I think he switched off his phone towards the middle of the night, because you know, us girls were relentless. Ladies were so relentless. Like, you can clearly see someone doesn't want your vibes, but you keep pushing, you know. So me, I kept calling, calling, calling. So I think he got fed up and switched off his phone. Hey, so me, I texted his best friend and asked him, "Hi, can you reach Charcoal?" Then he said, "Yeah, Charcoal. I just spoke to him right now. I was wishing him a happy birthday, and it's at night actually." So I asked him, "Why isn't he picking my calls?" And then he said he's hanging out at Kina now so and so Kina Person X to play PS tonight. So I was like, surely, like he always goes there to play PS during other times. Plus, actually, most of the times they used to go to Charcoal's place to play the PS. So why tonight of all nights is it that he wants to play PS and avoid me? So his best friend was like, "You guys have issues." Then I was like, "Well, we had a disagreement this week, so I wanted to give him a good birthday and let bygones be bygones. Like we can move on from these things." So he was like, "Well, I don't know, but you guys will surely push through." So I called person X, but his phone was off. The best friend told me the group that was at person X's place. So I called at least two numbers, but none of them picked because Chuckle's phone was off. So I decided, because it's at night, I'm not going to risk my life and go looking for Chuckle to ask him, "Oh, why didn't you come to spend your birthday with me? I don't know, host, do what?" But I was so dramatic back then. So I slept and waited till morning. When morning reached, I woke up late, in fact, at 9 because I slept late. Stress and all. And I think that night, I even probably slept in the morning, at 5 or 6. So at 9, I estimated, these people are awake now. Let me call Charcoal. So I called Charcoal. His phone was back on, but he wasn't picking up my calls. And then the best friend called me and was like, "Has Charcoal spoken to you yet?" I'm like, "No." And then he's like, "Okay." So I call person X again to ask if they're still with Charcoal. So person X says, "Yeah, we were with Charcoal yesterday, but he didn't sleep at our place. He left." So I was like, "He left? Okay. To where?" Then he said he didn't know. So me, I assumed probably he's gone. He went to his place, and was trying to avoid me because he's mad at me, blah blah blah. So I went to his place with my two gifts and surprises. I wanted to surprise him and apologize. I mean, not apologize, but say bygones be bygones. Let's move on past the argument. Since it's your birthday, it's a new week, new vibes. I go to his place and Charcoal is not there. And I'm calling, then he's not picking. So me start getting stressed. I start overthinking things. I'm like, Kwani, if he's breaking up with Missy, he should just tell me, like, why be so rude? Now I've contacted so many people that people know that I'm looking for Charcoal and he's picking their calls, but he's not picking mine. Seriously, like, how embarrassing can things get? Anyway, Charcoal calls me. I actually went and sat at a kids park next to a swing, those slides, yeah. And I was sitting there with my bottle of wine in a gift bag and my grilled chicken there and the cake. And I was just there miserable, feeling humiliated, feeling bad, sad for myself. And then, out of the blues, Chuckle calls. He calls me and he's like, "Hi." And I was like, "Hi. Why was I trying to call you and you weren't speaking?" And then he was like, "I didn't hear your phone ringing." Then I was like, "But everyone said that you're picking their calls."
That's suspicious. That's weird.
And then he was like, "Is that what you wanted to ask me about?" So I was like, "No, happy birthday. I got you something." Then he was like, "Thanks." He didn't even want to know what I had gotten. So I asked him, "Where can I find you?" He said he was at his friend's place. He went to play PS. So I asked which friend. The same building with Person X, but not Person X's house. So first of all, he said the building that Person X lived. So I was like, "But I called Person X, but he said you left." So he said, "No, I wasn't with Person X. It's the same building, but another person's house." So I said, "So I'm close by. Can we meet?" He said, "Okay." No, did he say okay? He said, "Okay." Then I headed towards the building. But then when I was there, downstairs, and now I entered the building first. And then when I entered it, we met. He came to find me downstairs. So I grew suspicious and angry because why would you leave me? I'm supposed to be your girlfriend. You're leaving me on your birthday. I'm trying to surprise you. I've been calling you. You're not picking. And then you come meet me downstairs. And it's supposed to be at a mutual friend's place. So me got angry. I didn't even want to hear what he had to say. I was so dramatic back then. So I stormed upstairs. Boom, boom, boom. To the door. I asked him, "Which one is the door?" He said, "That one." So I went, knocked, and then they came, opened. It was there were a group of like 5 guys. And it's true they were playing PS, but I wouldn't know. As in me, my trust went down from that moment. Like I wouldn't know if he was truly in that house. So they welcomed me in and then they were like, "Hey, what's up?" So I was so mad. They could see how mad I was. So I was like, "Was Charcoal here?" And then they said, "Yeah." All night, yeah. Did you guys hear his phone ring? No.
And I was like, "Are you serious? Are you?"
So me, I was like, "But how come you were picking up your best friend's calls, but mine you weren't hearing them?" And then the guys are like, "Brenda, calm down. I don't know. It's not what you think. You guys can solve the issues calmly." Because they could see I was fuming. So I told them, "Me, I don't want to hear it because for all I care, you guys are in cahoots." So I left. I turned around and started walking downstairs. So Charcoal followed me. And I was so hurt. I asked him, "Why would you do that even?" Like me, I wasn't understanding what he was saying. But, as in, me, I don't know what was wrong with Charcoal that time. Like, he told me I've embarrassed him. Why did I have to storm into his friend's house? And I was like, yeah, I understand. I'm also very embarrassed actually going into the house to cause drama.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
But that wasn't what was important to me at that moment. I had a main point in my mind that was bothering me. And as much as he tried, he didn't want to hear me out. So I turned around and left. And he shouted behind my back. What did he shout? That we had broken up? No, I think he told me something, and I turned around and said,
I'm just fed the fuck up. I can't take another minute of this bullshit. Oh, that's why 95% of the time I'm by myself. I don't deal with relationships. I can't stand that shit. I just can't.
Then I walked back all that way trying not to cry on the road. I took that bottle of wine and called my friends. And then they came, asked me, see, this is the wine we bought for Charcoal. Then I was like, yeah, but Charcoal doesn't deserve it. Charcoal this, Charcoal that. I don't know what. But you know what? We're going to drink this wine. So we toasted to the new single lady in town. Well, Charcoal came later to communicate and work out the problem.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
But looking back, I think I should have just told him to stay. Like I should have just refused to get back with him, because the relationship was work. Anyway, I feel like the mask is drying, but I've come to the end of my story. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And let's form a gang, a squad, so that I can have the Neph squad. And also comment down below the kind of content you'd like me to create for you guys, because you're going to be on this journey together for a while.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, it's peace